what's the deal with Mario's clones? The more Mario games I think of, the more clones I realize are in the games. Most recently, there was that one lad from the Wonder Effect in Mario Wonder. There's the clone Luigi in Bowser's Fury for some odd reason. I don't know whether to count Luigi as a clone or not because, you know, they're goo. But probably the most obvious one was the cosmic clones from Super Mario Galaxy 2, which no one would know because the game hasn't released on Switch yet, even though it released on, oh, that's today. Give me a moment. I know I got it here somewhere. There we go. Here you fellas go. I should be back before the stream tonight. I'll see you around. What is next for 3D Mario? It has been quite a while since Mario Odyssey released, and so I think the next 3D Mario game will release on the next Nintendo console, whatever that might be. So what will this game be like? Now, it is very important to take into account what Nintendo things have popped off in recent memory, and only a few things come to mind when I think this. There is Mario Kart, the Mario movie, and Bowser's Fury. So here's my proposal for the new game. So it's going to be an open world game, but not in the Zelda sense, but rather the Bowser's Fury sense. But instead of using Plussy to travel around, it is Mario Kart. And to take it even further, there can even be multiple playable characters. I'd love to play as Bowser, and folks, imagine playing a Mario game and quite literally being the final boss. Couldn't be me. Have you ever wanted to be in control of a mass amount of people? Well, Pikmin 2, everyone. Pikmin 2. This game is fantastic. You have two folks who can control up to 100 little lads, and you go take on the world. And by take on the world, I mean go collect money. That seems pretty alright though. It seems like a very relaxed and calming experience. Wrong. Submerged castle. Now, Pikmin is a pretty chill game, but all of a sudden, interdimensional being. I'm very surprised that this guy even exists. You have a limited amount of time in the cave before, oops, all gone. I've never betrayed anyone in my life. Except those Pikmin. We entered the cave with 80 blue Pikmin. We left with 29. What the heck? Why does my game look so blurry? Have you ever been playing a Switch game and then the game decides to go all pixels mode on you? Well, allow me to explain just exactly why this is. There are two important things to note when looking at a game. The first would be the frame rate of the game, and the second would be the resolution. Now, the system I'm talking about is called dynamic resolution scaling, or something like that. And it is mainly used to help a game maintain a steady frame rate. Let's take Wind Waker HD, for example, which I'll be finishing on stream tonight. Be sure to come watch. It'll be a... There's a giant octo right here, man. Do you know what to do? Lamp oil, rope, bombs. However, these bombs explode and leave these smoke clouds. With those and all other effects, the frame rate begins to drop below the desired amount. So instead, the game will lower the resolution of the screen in order to lessen the load on the poor old Wii U and maintain a good frame rate. He's trying his best, okay? He's trying his best. What side is Lakitu on? Anytime I play any Mario game, I am left with this question. In most of the 2D games, the fellas are trolling Mario big time, but in games like Mario Kart, they're even playable. Oh, hold up. Yo.
How's mission progress going? Any problems?
No problems here. I'm just about to head out again after I finish this up. I'm working on a new, remote technique. It's pretty cool.
Great. I'm looking forward to the results.
Yeah, great, see ya. Continuing on, it's still up in the air about Mario 64 though. Lakitu could just be recording Mario for Bowser's sake, I don't know what's going on. Anyways, Lakitu is absolutely wacky. Who is paying that lad? Because I want some. What happened to Mario 1 through 63? I'm sure I can't be the only person who's asked this question. I mean, I know the game is called Mario 64 because the console is called the Nintendo 64, but why is the Nintendo 64 called the Nintendo 64? And I know that's because of the 64-bit processor, but then why is the 64-bit processor called the 64-bit? Oh, wait, hold on. What's up?
I've received the videos. Thank you.
I think I picked out some pretty good ones this time.
They will do quite nicely. Keep focusing on them.
Will do. Also, another thing to note, I know you've been keeping an eye on those, enchanted weapons. Do you happen to know where the sword one was? I knew you were quite interested in that. I could go and fetch it for you.
I thought I had some documents in the server room, but they are just old papers, so they might be in the trash.
Alright, thanks, boss. I'll have some more videos on the way soon. Man, the Nintendo 64 is so cool. I wish numbers were real. Why do the piranha plants get out of the pipes? Genuine question. I'm quite the piranha plant enthusiast. If you couldn't tell, I think the kazoo cover speaks for itself. But now here's the question. In games, it's basically impossible to hit them when they're in the pipe, so why would they even leave? Are they just that much of a hater? The biggest Mario hater of all time? Bowser doesn't even do this. Honestly, yeah. Imagine having the most chill life possible, but when you see Mario, it's on site. That is awesome. Oh my god, it's just been one after another today. What's
Are
up?
you at the spot? The one we discussed?
I'm just on the road right now. Almost arrived.
Great. Call me when you are there for further instructions.
Alright, yeah, cool, yeah. Well, I was going to talk about PD, but I guess that's for another time now. Here you fellas go. I'll be back in a bit. How many gods has Kirby fought? I know in the series is almost a running gag how Kirby has killed just so many, but now whenever people want to bring up how strong Kirby is, they'll go, oh, but he killed gods, so he's easily destroy. No, that's not how Kirby operates. I could beat Kirby in a fight, that's all I'm saying, so why does this video even exist? Oh, I guess that's why.
Yo, so real quick, you take a lot of calls in the office, and I feel like I've heard 100 different ringtones. Why do you have so many?
Well, you're new here, but basically every single ringtone has its own purpose. I'm sure you can understand that to an extent.
Gotcha. Anyway, I'm calling about that website you wanted. I got it.
Really? Oh, okay, nice job.
Sending it to you now, brother.
Ah, well, perfect. Seems like everything's finally starting to come together. Why is the Nintendo 64 controller built like this? I mean, looking at it right now, I don't see how a fella would hold this. Imagine like the crazy grip you would need to actually like use this. I would need to be a weird spider-armed octopus thing to even use this. Oh my god, don't make that your stream alert ever. Oh my.
I'm sick of Dave's doubles, man!
You're the one who ordered them? Why'd you order so many in the first
I
place?
used them for building! I've been out of the house since July! You know how cold the void is? The only warmth in my life is the Dave's double!
Why would you eat them then? What's going on?
I use the tinfoil paper.
Okay. Is that the only reason you called me here today?
Just be sure not to slack off! I've got my eye on you!
You've got eyes on everyone. I'll see you around, Big Rig.
It's Preston!
Right. Sorry. Preston. See you around. Well then. What happened to AAA pixel art games? I know that this is mainly due to games becoming larger in scale, but I'm just saying I would take an Octopath Traveler any day of the week. That also goes for Pokemon. I would have much rather preferred a pixel art remake of Diamond and Pearl than what we got. But you know what's fine. Anyways, that's about all I wanted to say on that. I'm just waiting for the, I'm just waiting for that, yeah. Hey, who is this?
Oh, you know.
Oh, Johnny. Hey, it's Charlie. What's up?
Alright, enough with the formalities. I need to talk with your boss.
Now, why would you need to get in contact with the boss? I don't recall getting any requests about you.
Well, I figured out who he actually is. And he's...
I see. What do you want me to do?
I need to talk with him. I can meet in person, over the phone. I don't care. This needs to stop.
Gotcha. Here's what I can do. Drop you a burner phone somewhere. Maybe 15-minute call. I don't know. That sound good?
Fine, that works.
Alright, I'll follow up with you tomorrow. Huh. How wacky. What is the best Mario Kart DLC cup? Now, there are surprisingly a lot of good options here, so thankfully I ranked them all, and they will be released in a future video, but if you haven't seen that video, because it doesn't exist yet, you can go check out the stream series for now. I'm way too busy, but as of right now, I'm just eagerly anticipating a phone call, so, it's gonna happen right now. What about right now? Okay, there it is.
Hello?
Hey, is this about the phone you wanted?
Yeah, is it ready?
Where's the closest Wendy's near you?
Why, there's one like 10 minutes away.
Oh, found it.
What?
I've been tracking your call. I found the Wendy's.
Son of
Don't
a-
worry, the phone should be there in 24 hours. I'd be careful if I were you.
I'm not sure whether to thank you or get new locks.
You don't have to worry about me, but him on the other hand, I would keep your guard up. Well, that was quick. What is under Shy Guy's mask? Now, the best Mario enemy has always remained anonymous for all this time. I've never really felt the need to look at what is under the mask. I mean, that's what the point of the mask is. But I am a Shy Guy enthusiast. If I get 200k subscribers before Christmas, I'll do a cover of All I Want for Christmas Is You in my Shy Guy voice, which I must say is surprisingly accurate. I'll also face reveal. The only times where Shy Guy's mask has fallen off is in Mario Power Tennis in this little cutscene, and Luigi seems to be a bit spooked by this. Then there is Luigi's Mansion, which is wild, because I think these are just Shy Guys without masks, but they are also ghosts and dead, so I have no idea, but at least it's not another mask under the mask, right? Wait, what does the sword even look like? Oh, okay, pull it up. So this is it, huh? A sword that renders those cut unable to lie. Wacky. I mean, that sounds pretty interesting, but like, why would you... Is that Quickman Steam? What's that mean? Huh. Well, I guess it can't be that bad. What's the first location? Are you up to Oh! Infinite content, huh? Wacky indeed. Who said that there can't be two wacky things? Me too. I'll have to give everyone a proper apology later, but I'm sure they'll understand my reasonings. I did try to tell them about Melon in the computer, but I think my call got cut out a bunch. For sure. Sucks how the sword wasn't there though. Oh, hold up.
3, 2, 1, in the jelly bean jar.
Make that wacky number 3. The sword? Oh, you mean the... If I would be able to use the sword, the implications would be terrifying, so I'm not using it. Only a last resort. I would get owned. Even me, you aren't getting owned anytime soon though. You can just rotate. Anyway, shall we continue the search? What is the best character in the Zelda series? Specifically Tears of the Kingdom, because that game is wild. You've got your fair share of enemies like the Choo-Choos, which are just so great. There are the Bokoblins and Moblins, but honestly the Aracuda are growing on me, but not enough to be my favorite just yet. The boss Bokoblins are great, big lad, bigger attacks. The Redead/Gibdos/whatever you thought they were before Tears of the Kingdom came out, because who boy, that is what I did. The Barf can be parried. That is so great. There is, of course, Ganondorf, the haha Giga Chad funny man we all know and love, but the best character in this game, who I have not mentioned yet, is my main man, Frederick. This lad is my day one. He did a kickflip on the final boss. I mean, I did too, but he landed it, so I got nothing on him. Well, no dice on anything in Whizzle. Do you think other games would work? We've practically done everything there, yeah. Alright, let's see. Well, this I was not expecting. You don't have lungs. Anyway, speaking of wacky stuff, should we take the website down? It doesn't really serve any use anymore. Fair. It's also crazy how my phone's been picking up all these signals. Oh, you mean the... well, looks like there it is. Well, I suppose that's wacky number 6. No updates here, sadly. You see any other potential spots? Yeah, I'm pretty certain. Gotcha. Well, I sure do like this. Oh, a new signal. Gotta love F-Zero. I got something to decode at least. What is it? No, it's the... Oh yeah, true. Nice, let's try it. Nothing. Frederick, are you sure that this is the right place? I'll take you on your word, but just keep in mind, we've done 4 of these little expeditions already, and all of them have turned out bad. You know what? I'm a big fan of optimism. Let's just stay at it. Oh, look at that world generation. That's pretty wacky. And Sugar, has someone been here before? We gotta be extra careful now that the boss is after us. Oh, what is that? And it's just the netherite sword. I mean, useful, I guess, but oh, who's calling me now? Goodness.
Anyone who gets in the boss's way will be dealt with one way or another.
Huh. Well, I mean, another thing to decode, but that was super creepy. Okay, anyways, let's just, yeah, let's just go. I think I got what we need. We need to have a talk.
What about?
This whole thing. You thinking what I'm thinking?
Spaceship?
Spaceship. So now that we have 2 letters left to decode, do you think we'll find it in time?
Well, the legal process takes forever, so I think we'll be fine.
You're right about that.
What do you think about the boss?
I mean, he's trying to kill us, but I don't really mind that. I think reacting that way to someone betraying you is a valid response.
I think you went a bit overboard.
I agree there. While we both know what happened to the lad, I don't think that's an excuse to do terrible things to other people, but yet again, look who's talking.
I'd have to agree with you there. Any signals yet?
Because you asked, I'm assuming any second now. Well, no one asked.
Bruh.
Only one more to go now. Gotta love Xenoblade music.
Yeah, it reminds me of the sword in a way.
Oh, you mean the... Frederick, is the glove ready yet? I'm sick, man. Why don't we just wait for the signal? Fair, but it should probably happen soon. Ah, the glove is ready, I presume? Sweet, no lights here, I can snooze. Why don't we just brute force the code? There's only 2 types of people in this world after all. Those who can make predictions on incomplete data. Huh. Yeah, I'd even say wacky number 7. Let's head out in a bit to finally get this sword. How many gods has Kirby fought? Last time I got rudely interrupted, so now I have to do this while I'm sick, which is just so great. Kirby is no stranger to otherworldly foes, but I don't know if they would count as god because they aren't classified as one. So now it is time to see which ones look close enough to a biblically accurate angel. Starting off, there is 0 and 02. Now these lads are just eyes. I think they would need a bit more of them to be classified as a god. The more recent Kirby games, I feel, kind of start to go into this, we are fighting gods now a bit more. I feel that this sentiment really comes from Kirby Star Allies and the final boss called, Destroyer of World. Then Smash Bros. Ultimate's opening cutscene also adds to Kirby's list of almost gods. And while the lads Kirby fights are definitely big, strong fellas, there's no specific way to classify them into any certain category.
You traitor! I should have known that!
Oh. Huh. Ain't that wacky. I can see the future! And here's what Nintendo will do in 2024. Do I have a source? Yes. It came to me in a dream. Now, we know a fair amount of Mario games coming out, but I wonder if you fellas notice a pattern here. There's the Mario vs. Donkey Kong remake, Princess Peach Showtime, the Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door remake, the Luigi's Mansion 2 remake. Do you see it? 3 out of the 4 games are remakes, which usually only means one thing. Switch 2. Trust me. Now, whether or not the new console releases this year or not, I have no idea, and I'm tired of guessing when it happens, it happens. But all of these remakes are telling me a bunch of studios have already started working on games for the new console. When thinking about what this console will be like, I think it will be quite similar to the DS and the 3DS, with the Switch being the DS and whatever's next to the 3DS. And the launch titles for this new console, whenever it may release, I think will be Metroid Prime 4, trust me, as well as a huge Zelda remake, which I thought for months was going to be Ocarina of Time, but now I'm leaning more towards Wind Waker because it is the best one, naturally. Top 5 Mario Kart shortcuts. Now, I'm not ranking these shortcuts off of how good they are in a race, but rather how cool one feels when pulling them off. You will see my bias in this. Number 5, DK Mountain Gap Cut. Now, this cut is so great because it just flows so smoothly, It could have been just a regular part of the track, yet it flows so well. Number 4, Mushroom Gorge Gap Cut. Yet again, this feels like a super version of the DK Mountain Cut. It would be really cool if I managed to land it every once in a while, but I never have a mushroom, so that isn't very Kingdom. Number 3, Mario Kart 8's Rainbow Road Cut. Now, this is probably one of the most well-known shortcuts, I think. But it's always great to land the first jump off the track, then proceed to completely miss the second one. Speaking of, number 2, DK Summit Gap Cut. Now, I don't think I've ever done this shortcut correctly, but does it feel cool when I land it and don't fall into a pit of death? Yes. Number 1, Mario Kart Wii's Rainbow Road. Just the entire course. Successfully pulling off this string of cuts and such is probably the most satisfying Mario Kart experience in the game. Yes. Why do I have a nuke button on my desk? Crazy statement, but there is a reason for it. I assume you know what a computer is, and a keyboard. Yes. This is the 8BitDo retro keyboard. It looks like a NES. Sam. I use this for all my daily duties, such as editing, and some more editing, and games. unlimited games. But the crazy thing about this keyboard is that it comes with these two nifty little programmable buttons that I can set to whatever buttons I so please. This brings us back to editing, and therefore, Premiere Pro. This button used to have a heart icon to represent savings, but then I had to rotate the sticker so the sticker did the sticker thing where it tore into a million pieces. This button, however, renders everything in Premiere Pro, which basically just creates a preview of the video you're making so it can play better. But this is very taxing on my beast of a computer. His name is Thomas. Say hi. So the whole reason why it is a nuke button is, well, what happened to Super Mario 1 through 63? Last time I did this, I got rudely interrupted, so now I can actually talk about this. Now, I know that there is, in fact, a Mario Bros. 1, 2, 3, 4 if you count Mario World, 5 if you count the new Super Mario Bros. Games, and it goes higher as well if you count Super Mario Land 1 and 2. But then what number would that make Galaxy 1 and 2, Sunshine, 3D World, and every other Mario game? Actually, just how many main Mario games are there technically? That's a video for another time. Also, thank you all for 206,000 subscribers. I never got the chance to say thank you for 200,000, so now's a good time. Mario 64 is mainly called Mario 64 because of the 64-bit processor that was in the Nintendo 64. Dear Lord. And I bet one day there will be 64 mainline Mario games, and when that happens, I will play through all of them. Trust me. Who is Sheik exactly? Now, in Ocarina of Time, after you pick up the Master Sword and travel 7 years into the future, you are met with this mysterious lad named Sheik who surprisingly knows everything you've done and surprisingly enough, everything you will need and everywhere you will need to go on your adventure. First off, I gotta say, Sheik is some absolute bars. Holy moly, listen to this. Past, present, future. The Master Sword is a ship with which you can sail upstream and downstream Time's river. Second off, you can just be chilling in the crater of Death Mountain, which is only accessible with the red tunic, and Sheik is just chilling. So now I'm questioning what kind of crazy magic Sheik can do in order to withstand this, but also teleport, and also know all of the sacred songs to go to the locations you need to go. I'm sure the only people who have that information is the royal family, but after Ganondorf took over, I'm sure the royal family went to hiding.
Not gonna believe this.
I just found the rarest YouTube URL of all time. So YouTube. How about that, huh? Yesterday I decided to upload my retirement video to YouTube, and when I went to go to share the link to my Discord server and Twitter, I realized, wait a minute, the URL has meat in the title. It's even capitalized. Yo, what's up? Huh, we never get mail. Drop it down. Huh, here, take a look at this, lads. I surely didn't expect to get an invite from John Internet of all people, but looks like I got a while. Shorts Wars killed my PC. So now that Shorts Wars Season 2 has officially concluded, stay tuned for the Q&A on Johnny's channel tomorrow. It takes me back to this wacky video where I said that Fortnite killed my PC. Great video, but I did say this. It's really funny when you take into account what caused this crash to occur. And I'm sure you're all wondering what that meant, and well, in the video I did say I was using Unreal Engine. So what was I doing in Unreal Engine? Well, I just so happened to have a certain website back in Shorts Wars Season 2 that led people to a specific video if they put in the right code. And that video was called Facility Playback, whatever date and time it was, yeah. Now, if you haven't noticed, this video does not take place in the real world. Shocker, it's all green screen. If you want to see something cool, here's a before and after image. Wacky. So I needed to go render the footage in our 3D model of the facility, so I went into Unreal Engine and decided, hey, it would be a good idea to render everything at once. And then I got to the part where the crater was in flames. Also, my computer was in flames.